Hi, I'm Dr. Wolinski from Boca Park Animal Hospital. Sometimes our clients ask us why we recommend laser therapy for our patients. So we've composed a list of frequently asked questions, and my nurse Paula is going to read some of them and I'm going to answer them.
Dr. Wolinski, how is laser therapy used to relieve pain?
So laser therapy, the laser light actually penetrates into the tissue and brings blood flow into the tissue. And so with that blood flow comes cell mediators that help with healing and decreasing inflammation. And also it speeds removal of toxins like lactic acid buildup and muscle spasms. So by doing that and by using different wavelengths, they penetrate to different levels. We actually use a 4 wavelength laser here at Boca Park, and it reaches basically every type of tissue in the body. So it can be used for incision healing after surgery, it can be used for wounds, it can be used for back pain, like dogs that have bulging discs. It can be used for muscle spasms, and arthritis are some of the most common things that we use it for.
What are some of the signs that my dog may be experiencing pain or is in discomfort?
So that one can be tough, and we usually go over that a lot in the exam room. While we do our physical exam, we usually can find some indications of that. Patients tend to be pretty stoic, so they don't always cry. Sometimes they're just a little more sluggish or lethargic. They may not want to play as much, or they might get a little cranky. So things that you normally think that they would do, like if they're not doing those anymore, that can be a sign of pain. Hiding, less appetite are sometimes also signs.
All right. Who will perform my dog laser therapy?
So most of the time, our nurses will actually provide the treatment. Our laser is set up sort of pre-programmed, so we program it for each individual patient, and the doctor will prescribe what program they want to use for that patient and how frequently they want it done.
What happens during the laser treatment?
So as I just described, we pre-program the laser based on what we're treating. And then firstly, we get your pet fitted with laser safety goggles, which is actually a really cute photo op usually. But the laser light can actually hurt your retina. So anybody in the room, including the patient, needs to wear goggles. So we start there, we program the laser, and then we press the button and get started. Depending on the size of the patient or the area we're treated, it does affect the length of time for the treatment. So smaller patient, smaller area, it's going to be maybe only a couple of minutes. We do have a very powerful laser here, so that allows us to decrease the length of treatment time. But obviously a bigger dog with a larger area, it's going to take a little bit more time. So for example, a large dog, if we're treating the back, each area of the spine might take 5 minutes or less. But if we're treating, say, a little Chihuahua with a incision after a neuter, it might only take a minute, minute and a half.
Okay. How will my dog feel during the treatment?
Actually, a lot of patients really like it. So usually you'll actually visibly be able to see them relax. It is considered to be cold laser therapy, but like I said, the laser we use here is very powerful. So we do keep it moving, so there's no risks of burns or anything like that. But sometimes there is a little bit of soft tissue warming. And so a lot of patients really like that, and so they'll relax during the treatment. Sometimes they'll lay their head down or start panting. But the owners usually see that the patient is more relaxed right after.
Are there any risks or side effects, complications with the laser therapy?
Generally not. Like I said, it is a powerful laser that we use, so we take the precautions to keep the laser moving so there's no risk of burns. We set the laser depending on the patient's hair coat, whether it's light or dark. And there's certain things that we don't laser, and the biggest one is cancer. We cannot laser around cancer, and it can actually make things a lot worse. But in general, there's really no side effects. It's a very, very safe treatment.
How would I expect my dog to act after I'm at home?
So again, usually most patients feel a little bit more relaxed after. So they may go home and take a nap, actually, because they feel better already. But other than that, you may not notice any changes right away. We hope that depending on what we're treating, like if we're treating chronic pain, sometimes it can take a couple of treatments to really see full effect. So we always want to see positive improvement. So maybe a quick rest when they get home, and then maybe feeling a little perkier or moving a little bit smoother or feeling a little more comfortable.
Thank you, Dr. Wolinski, for answering all my questions. If you guys would like to reach us, you can give us a call at 702-675-7000 to set your appointment.